Alright, so I got this question from the Discord, and the guy basically says how to combine both calisthenics and weightlifting in the gym. So he says, I really like the gym and I've gotten very used to certain movements, but I also love calisthenics a lot. It's been difficult for me to combine the two, but it would help if we had a proper guide, since no good ones exist on YouTube. The ones which do, they all follow shitty gym routines. This is the structure that you want to follow for weighted calisthenics in the gym. If it's skill focused, then you add your warm-up, you add skill 1 and 1A. So whether that be band and Maltese and then planche push-ups after that. And then you add calisthenics focused lift, which is weighted dips or weighted pull-ups. And then you do your bodybuilding based exercises that will stress progressive overload. So for me, shoulder press, and I know that I can add weight each session if I can. For you, that could be bench press. And then you do your bodybuilding style exercise that's a little bit more targeted towards hypertrophy. So for me, that would be handstand push-ups into incline bench. For you, that could be something different. And then you go into your isolation exercises like bicep curls, but I always like to add like a conditioning exercise at the end of that that's calisthenics related, whether it be a planche lean, or after you do some tricep extensions, maybe do a few explosive push-ups. And then you go into some fun time. So trying to do a handstand while you have a big pump, which will massively improve your balance, which is much needed for skills. And then you can just like do some muscle up, different grip variations, have fun. But I think there's a lot more to this question as well. I personally think that just working in the gym is very limiting and very, very boring, because the reason why you're in the gym is not because you're just wanting to get good at these machines. Like, no one steps in the gym for the first time like, oh, that machine looks so fucking cool, or that set of dumbbell looks so appealing, I just want to pick it up and do this and get really good at that movement. No, but when you do calisthenics, just like the set I'm about to do, I look at the exercise and like, oh shit, muscle ups look very appealing, the front lever looks very appealing, I want to do this exercise. So I challenge you on the belief that you want to keep doing gym because you like the movements. No, fuck that. The movements don't mean shit. You just want to go to the gym because you want to become a different kind of person. So instead of the skinny and lazy and soy boy character that you were maybe a year ago, you want to become this Giga Chad guy with jacked muscles, able to do cool shit that impresses girls type of person, right? And so calisthenics helps you with that. But if you're in the gym and you just actually like the feeling of getting the pump and the feeling of working really close to failure, then there's ways that you can combine everything. Before we do that, I actually got to do my set. I'm a bit over time. So my set right now is muscle ups with prone dips. And I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to do 6 to 8 reps of muscle ups, and then I'm going to do 8 to 12 reps of dips. Let's just see how we go. So do the muscle ups first. Fuck. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 6. It's good to use kit because I'm just training. I'm not showing off. It's not a competition. I'm just getting my muscles to work. So if I use kip, it's fine. Also, I'm not the strongest that I've been. After my competition, I gained a bunch of weight, like 10 kilos in 4 weeks, because I cut for like 3.5 months. So give me a break, right? Man's got to enjoy food. So I'm not feeling the strongest. But anyways, yeah, you can combine calisthenics with weights and have equal results in the gym, so you build your muscles, and equal carryover in the calisthenics skills like the muscle ups. And the holy grail is pretty much weighted dips and weighted pull-ups or chin-ups. Those are only 2 things you need. Why does weighted dips help with the gym? Well, it's a compound movement. So not only does it work on your shoulders, but works on your chest, your triceps, and then it carries over into like handstand push-ups, and handstand push-ups will carry over into planche conditioning exercises, and the specificity within planche pressing conditioning exercises will then help you develop a good base of planche, okay? Because you need to do like tuck planche push-ups, which triceps, chest and shoulders are involved in. You need to do 90-degree handstand push-ups, which you dip. If you can dip 100 kilos, I'm sure you have the strength, not necessarily balance, to do a 90-degree handstand push-ups. And tuck planche push-ups, 90-degree handstand push-ups, they will help with planche, but then just building raw shoulder strength will help with planche pressing as well. So there's that. And then you have weighted pull-ups. Weighted pull-ups are another compound exercise, and you can work on your back, you can work on your biceps, you can work on your forearms and your rear delts, which will give you a nice looking physique. And then the way that it carries over in the front lever is it'll give you a bigger capacity to train moves like explosive high pull-ups, because if you can pull like 40 kgs in a pull-up grip, you can probably bring the waist to your bar. And we can bring the waist to the bar, sets a really good foundation for you to then start doing advanced tuck front lever pull-ups. When you do advanced tuck front lever pull-ups, that means that you've probably already have a good foundation of front lever. And if you do front lever presses, advanced tuck front lever pull-ups, front lever holds, then you can start doing front lever touch and all these crazy variations in the future. So weighted pull-ups, weighted dips will help you with muscle building, and it will help you with calisthenics in a non-direct way. So always include those. But what would that actually look like in the gym? So I personally will do my warm-ups. So whether that be banded external rotations, that kind of stuff, and then I'll go into warming up my joints. So I'll do like lots of Zotman curls. So with the dumbbells, go up, twist, go down like that. And then I'll do like lots of tricep extensions in the gym. Then I'll start doing my compound lifts straight away, because with the weighted dip, with the weighted pull up or chin up, you can progress really easily. So slap on like 1.25 kgs, 2.5 kgs each time. And if you do the lifts really, really well, then you get a sense of accomplishment, because getting a 100k dip is pretty awesome. And then after you do weighted dips or weighted pull-ups, you can then do your weighted compounds. So compound exercises within the gym, such as bench press or a barbell row. So these work on like 1 or 2 muscles, or 2 to 3 muscles. With bench, if you do a close grip bench, it works on your triceps and your chest. And if you do a barbell row and you do it correctly, then you can work on your mid back, and you can work on your rear delts. If you grip a different way, like supinated, work on your lower lat and also your rear delts as well, a little bit of bicep. And then after you do that, so you're 2 exercises deep, then you start doing your isolation exercises. So you can go and do your biceps, you can do your triceps, you can do shoulder press even. Try to get maybe like 4 to 6 sets of exercises within your session. But yeah, easiest way to do that is just compound lift for calisthenics, and then your other accessories. Before I explain how to make it more skill focused, so working on your calisthenics skills within the gym session, I gotta do a set of muscle ups. This is gonna hurt, but we're gonna go for the same things, about 6 to 8. I probably won't get more than 6, but we'll see how we go. Use as much kipping as I can, and then just do the protonated dips to build the hypertrophy. Let's see if I can get 6. I should be more warmed up now. Okay, called it that time. 2 more. One more. Okay. Very messy, but it's right, we got there. 3, 4, 5. So as you can see now, I'm doing a hypertrophy-based calisthenics workout. So I'm still building muscle. You don't have to use gym equipment to build muscle, because, bro, I'm already reaching muscular failure. Although I'm doing a little bit more than the normal hypertrophy rep range, and I'm supersetting for each set, but it's all right. Okay, let's talk about how you combine skills within your gym session. And I'm not just gonna say it broadly, I'm actually gonna give you advice based on what I do. So about 2 weeks ago, I walked into the gym and I wanted to do Maltese training and gym. So this is my exact workout. I pretty much go into the weight section, do some Zotman curls, you know, for Maltese. You're gonna warm up your biceps. You want to warm up your rotator cuffs as well. So do a few cables, boom, boom, supraspinatus to warm up, boom, get that done. And then immediately I'll start warming up by doing handstand push-ups. Now, handstand push-ups are a warm-up for me. It's not a warm-up for you. What you'll probably want to do is warm up by doing handstands. Like whether that be walking up the wall, walking down the wall and repeating, or doing some wall holds, get your feet off. But you primarily want to be doing chest against the wall holds. So for me, handstand push-ups, about 3 sets of 10 reps. So now I'm warmed up, awesome. Then I go into my first exercise, which is going to be a banded Maltese hold. So this is the most intense exercise I'm going to do for this training session. Your most intense training exercise, if you're doing planche, will probably be doing a planche attempt. So maybe going for 3 sets of a light band straddle planche, or perhaps even just no band. So there's that. And then I'll do my second workout set, which is going to be some variation of planche. So for me, that was a few banded planche push-ups to hold. So this is still tense. This is still coordination based. I'm not doing a gym movement where I'm mindlessly just going up and down. No, this is calisthenics. So like I'm doing stuff that requires me to think about where my body is. So it's intense, but I'm not pushing myself to muscular failure, focusing more on skill, coordination, and just brain work. Okay, so what that will look like for you is some handstand to tuck planche, tuck presses. It could be tuck planche push-ups that will work on your protraction, that will work on your body alignment, and they'll work on your explosivity and regaining protraction, keeping the right head angle, that kind of stuff. And then I would start to do my hardest gym lift. So my hardest weighted lift that I did at the time was Zanetti curls. So pretty much a lie down on the bench, and I'll do dumbbells, boom, boom, about to 12.5 kgs. I'll do those 3 sets. That's my hardest one. And the reason why it's the hardest one for me, because I always feel like my biceps are about to rip. So I get them out of the way first before I do any other gym exercises. Then, for you, that will probably be the weighted dip. So you'll do your weighted dips, boom, boom, boom. Then the next exercise you do is like a more intense gym lift. So for me, I was doing the dumbbell shoulder press with like the 35 kgs, boom, boom, boom. For you, that could be bench press. So you go into the bench, go boom, boom, boom. And then this is when I start to add more of a twist into calisthenics, and I adapt it into my own way. Watch out for the tripod. I did incline bench press, so boom, boom, boom. But I'll do that after a set, just watch your head, after a set of handstand push-ups. So I'll try to do about 5-6 handstand push-ups, and then to continue the chest pump, then I'll go onto the bench and I'll do incline bench press. Nice, so there's that. But before I explain the rest of the conditioning drills, and I've got a few more, which involves planche leans, bicep curls, and that kind of stuff. I'm gonna do a set. So, thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for joining me on this workout, guys. Sometimes it's demotivating to train by yourself. But what are we going for time? 14 minutes. Jeez, what the fuck? Sorry for taking so long to explain this, but I'm in the middle of a workout, so I'm gonna get shit done. Let's go for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 6. Okay. Yeah, this feels good. I haven't done this in a while. Sometimes it's good to change things up. You don't just want to do skills every single day of the year. Sometimes you just want to feel like a big cunt. Sometimes you feel like you just want to work your muscles. So I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. Right, so what have we done so far in our workout? For me, it would be warm up with handstand push-ups, more T's, planche push-ups. Then we did Zanetti's, which is calisthenics focused, but high intensity gym exercise. Then we do your shoulder press with dumbbells, which is more gym, but still relates to my calisthenics somehow. For you, you've just done what, handstand holds as a warm-up, and then you did some straddle planche attempts, then you did tuck planche push-ups, and then you did bench press. No, you did weighted dips, which is your calisthenics focused gym exercise. Then you did the bench press. Now you've got to finish it off. So I recommend doing this bicep curls. You can either do it on the preacher, or you're not locking out all the way because it can hurt your biceps, your elbow tendon. You just go like that, or you can just do normal standing bicep curls. But the key is, after you do that, you want to get down on the floor and you want to do like a planche lean to work on your biceps even more. The reason why I did a bicep exercise on a push day is because since it's a Maltese push day for me, I worked on my biceps. But for you, since you're doing planche and doing push day, you could work on your biceps just like me, or you can work on your triceps if you're more push oriented right now. So you could do like the cable tricep push downs, and then after that you can do your planche leans. But either way, I recommend doing planche leans after a weighted exercise in the gym, and then I would go into doing balance work. So this is a really good tip for you guys that are trying to combine weights and calisthenics. After you've gotten a massive pump in the gym, like your triceps are on fire, your biceps are on fire, try to do a few handstands. Because if you can handstand when your body is fucked up, you can do a handstand anywhere, anytime. So right now, I feel pretty tired, but if I can pop a handstand, I'll be pretty goated. And this ground is spongy, parkour floor, so it's even harder. So let's see if I can catch it. I'm gonna put my chain in my mouth. There you go. Oh. See, like if you can do a handstand now, you can do a handstand anywhere. Like my muscles are so sore right now, if I can hold it. So if you can hold it, then that'll be even better. You'll literally increase your balance by 3-fold if you continue to do this over the course of the next 2-3 years. Okay? That's pretty much the finisher. And then sometimes what I'll do is, if I have mates that I'm talking to in the gym, I'll just rest and wait for them to finish. And while I'm waiting for them to do the sets, I'm just doing like handstand push-ups or like some muscle up variations in the gym, just playing around, having fun. Because since you're in the gym and you're getting your muscles tired anyways, you're already fucked. There's no need for you to conserve your energy because you've already lost all of it. So you might as well just treat the gym as a playground and just do stupid shit. So hopefully this video helped and it wasn't too long. Geez, 20 minutes. How many sets have I done? I've done 3 sets, right? Yeah, I've done 3 sets of muscle ups. So yeah, that's workout finished. All right, one more exercise. So I'm going to do this exercise in the next episode where I answer another question, I think, which is chest to bar pull-ups. Yeah, I'm going to do chest to bar pull-ups next episode. Stay tuned for that, but thanks for the question. Go join our Discord.